To the 80s, they were the Whispers, indeed, and rock steady. And, well, talking of rock...
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. Long live rock and roll. Long live rock and roll. It's about to
Here we go, just after 10 o'clock. A very warm welcome to the Thursday Night Rock Show here on Time 107.5. Ian Andrews with you through until midnight. We'll be catching up with Jeff Brown on the show tonight. Ahead of the big gig tomorrow with the original Jukebox Heroes. They'll be performing at the Brookside Theatre in Romford, just down the road from us. They'll be there tomorrow night. Full details coming up with Jeff, of course, and also talking about his career with the Sweet and the Tremeloes and his forthcoming solo album too. All that to come with Jeff very, very soon. Plus, we go back to 2012 with the brilliant Mr. Jack Bruce and his big blues band live at 11 tonight, just after 11 o'clock. Plus, your rock requests coming up just after 11 tonight. And for the launch on the Rock Show tonight, a little White Snake and Give Me All Your Love. Don't go anywhere. to start the show tonight. Long K and Whitesnake, of course, and they gave us Give Me All Your Love. Time on at 7.5, Dean Andrews with you through until midnight with the Thursday Night Rock Show. And joining me, of course, is tonight's special guest on the Rock Show, Jeff Brown, who is a member of the original Jukebox Heroes. Jeff, great to have you along on the show.
Nice to be here.
So here we go then. I mean, we'll start off with talking about the original Jukebox Heroes first of all. Of course, you're going to be down at the Brookside Theatre in Romford tomorrow night, 20th.
That's correct, yeah.
It's going to be a big night. Tell us a little bit about the original Jukebox Heroes.
It's a band that I put together with some friends probably about sort of 7 or 8 years ago now. But we only sort of did 1 or 2 shows a year. But the last couple of years we decided to take it a bit more serious.
Yeah.
And it's basically made up of guys from formerly of, you know, like main bands from the 70s. I mean, you've got some original guys in the band and you've got some long-in members of big name 70s bands. And we just want to keep the music alive. We love doing it. We've had a great time. So we thought, well, why not?
And it's good fun. And cause you used to play in big venues, on you, with this kind of sound?
Yeah. I mean, obviously with Sweet, we went all around the world, you know.
Yeah.
So played some big places. The Jukebox Heroes, we've played to about 2,000 or 3,000 in Europe. You know, we've done some good big shows over there. But now we really want to branch out and get some work in the UK.
All right, super stuff. And best of luck with the gig tomorrow night. We'll talk more on that very, very soon.
Sure.
That's the original Jukebox Heroes who'll be playing live on tomorrow night at the Brookside Theatre here in Romford. Let's get you to choose one of your favourite songs, because we're going to get you to choose some of your favourite rock tracks. We're going to put you on the spot for the first hour of the show. Jeff, what do you want to go for?
I'd love to hear a bit of Deep Purple.
All right, any track in particular?
Tricky. There's a lot. But I've always had a soft spot for Highway Star.
All right, Highway Star, here it is on The Rock Show. 2. Deep Purple and Highway Star. Time on 7.5. It is the Thursday Night Rock Show. My special guest, Jeff Brown, who's of the original Jukebox Heroes, who are playing live tomorrow. They're going to be in Romford tomorrow night at the Brookside Theatre. We'll talk more on that later on. You've done loads of stuff over the years, haven't you?
I've been around a bit, yeah.
Just to tell us about some of the early stuff I've got here. You was with, looking at my biog, you were with Wildfire.
Yep.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that. I mean, that's going back a bit now, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go back to about 81, 82 actually. Yeah, it was a new wave of British heavy metal band with a guy called Paul Mario Day. He used to be the singer with a band called More. Paul was actually one of the original singers with Iron Maiden. Right. Way back in the day, way before they were famous. Yeah. Incredible voice, great guy. And we got together literally on a boat going from Dover over to Calais, or might have been Ostend actually. We drove to Brussels and we made an album. We've been together about 6 weeks.
Crumbs.
And we made a couple of albums and did quite a bit of work in Europe, and that was a great band. Just unfortunately it didn't quite happen for us, but we had a few albums and done a few tours and had a great time.
Good.
Young boys on the road.
As you had the time of your life, no doubt, I should imagine.
Yeah, kind of.
So Wildfire. We'll play a track from Wildfire. What track in particular do you want to play?
There's the opening song on the second album is The Key. That is always a favourite of mine. And the song from the first album, I would say, is a song called Another Day Now. That's a great track too.
All right, here it is on The Rock Show, Thursday night, and our special guest, Jeff Brown. Back after this. from Wildfire here on Time 107.5 and of course the Rock Show, and a favourite of...
My stepson, Sam.
Yeah.
He's guitarist in a thrash metal band in Belgium called Evil Invaders. Just hit the charts out there, so keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Doing well?
You're doing very well. Really well. Yeah.
Evil Invaders, we'll get them to send us some stuff.
I'll
send us some stuff and we'll play it.
I'll get you some sent over.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. So moving on from Wildfire, where did you go from that? What was the next step for you?
The next step was a State Trooper with the former Michael Schenker group singer Gary Barden, and we only did one album with State Trooper, but it was a great album. Unfortunately, again, saying that it's a pitfalls of the music business, we didn't quite have everything in place at the right time, which was a real shame because this band had class, you know.
Yeah,
it's a great band. And Gary, again, another great singer.
Yeah, excellent stuff. And then, of course, along came the Sweet, wasn't it? When you was,
yeah.
Which, I mean, I love the Sweet. One of my favourite tracks. If I was to list, and it is, we were talking about this off air before we done the show. We were saying about how difficult it is to pinpoint your favourite songs.
Yeah,
particularly when you're playing them.
Yeah.
And I think if I was to list my top 10, Love Is Like Oxygen is one of my favourite songs ever recorded.
Yeah.
From the Sweet. So, I mean, that must have been a great time, wasn't it?
It was a great time. I mean, obviously I wasn't in the original band,
yeah.
but I did spend like 16 years with the guys touring the world. I mean, when I first came in, obviously it was Mick Tucker was still playing the drums and Andy Scott was playing the guitar. And Brian wasn't there, but the band was still really kicking. It was all the heavier stuff when I first came in. The bubblegum stuff, although great, it wasn't where they were at when I came into the band. It was the 80s, so therefore they wanted to be, really punchy rock.
Yeah.
Oxygen was a fantastic. So that was probably the closest Sweet came up to having a ballad as a single, if you like.
Yeah. It kind of had everything in it, didn't it? It was just a great tune.
It was. I mean, it was written by Andy Scott and a couple of other guys, but I mean, it's a great song. Really great song. I mean, I always enjoy playing that one. And that was quite it was quite sort of away from what the band was actually doing at the time as well, because really it was more like Deep Purple.
Yeah.
So when that came out, it was a big difference, So
16 years, you was with them for a long time, and you gradually worked your way up to become the frontman of that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was strange really, because when I first joined, I was just doing a little bit of backing vocals, because the keyboard player had a great voice, and obviously Andy and Mick Tucker had fantastic voices, and a guy called Mal on vocals at the time, and so I was just doing incidental vocals, and then when unfortunately Mick untimely sort of passed away, I had to step up and I started doing more vocals, and it got to a point where the singer was ill on tour and had to go home, so Andy said, well, you do it.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, what?
your time had come.
He said, come on, Brad, step up. I was like, bloody, shouldn't swear, but but,
no, you're right.
But let's say it was a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I knew all the choruses, but I'd never sung the verses before.
Yeah.
So it was bizarre, but I did it, and the other singer decided he didn't want to come back, so we carried on.
Yeah.
The promoter said, fine, carry on as a 4-piece, so that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Favourite Sweet song? If we'll give one of the Sweet songs a spin on the show tonight, what do you want to go for?
Well, I mean, the obvious choice is on the heavier side of things. I mean, obviously, Ballroom Blitz is a classic, and Blockbuster and Hellraiser, they're all classics. But I always love Set Me Free.
Yeah.
That again, because that was like the Deep Purple connection. And probably one of my favourite Sweet tracks of all time as well was the 16s. I know it's not heavy, but I just think that's a perfect pop song.
Cracking record.
It's a perfect pop song. It's got everything there.
All right, we'll give it a spin. My special guest tonight, Jeff Brown. Of course, he is with currently the original Jukebox Heroes, who are playing tomorrow night. They'll be down at the Brookside Theatre in Romford, and we'll tell you details now. You can get your hands on those tickets. The other side of this song.
In 68, Julie was Johnny's dame. Suitcase rolling together, living each day as if time was slipping away. They were just 16 and their teenage dreams.
Show time on a 7.5. Neil Andrews and Jeff Brown for the first hour, who's my special guest on the Rock Show tonight, and currently on tour with the original Jukebox heroes, who are playing tomorrow night. You can catch them down at the Brookside Theatre in Easton Road in Romford. To avoid disappointment, you can book your tickets. I think there's still one or two left, but it's selling out pretty quick, so you need to get in there fast. You can call 01708 755 775, or you can go online, of course, www.brooksidetheatre.com. To avoid disappointment, get in there quick. Tell us about the gigs. What can people expect who are coming along tomorrow night?
Exactly what it says on the tin. We do basically a rock show from the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all heavy stuff or anything like that. Of course, we got we do put Paper Lace as well, because obviously we got Phil Wright, who was the original singer and drummer from Paper Lace.
Yeah.
So you'll hear the Billy Don't Be a Hero, the Sublime Chicago Died. Some people think it's a little lightweight, but you know what? They are great songs.
They are.
And you'd be surprised everybody sings along, because it just evokes memories, you know, of a certain age.
And they were big songs too.
They were number one. I mean, The Night Chicago Died was number one in America. That was a platinum selling record across the world, and it was the biggest selling hit of 1974.
Yeah.
So
You
it can't be bad.
You can't argue with that, can you?
Can't argue with that.
That's for sure.
And of course, we do a lot of Sweet songs. Obviously, me being the former lead singer was Sweet. We do Slade songs with Steve Worley. He took directly over from Noddy Holder with Slade.
That must have been a tough.
That was a tough gig. That is a big pair of shoes to fill.
Yeah.
That man has got one of the best voices in the rock, in the music business.
Yeah.
And for Steve to come in and take over, and he did it like, you know, nobody's done it as well as that since. In my opinion.
Yeah.
And Steve is a real great blueser. He's a real soul man. You know, and he does a great job of those songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole point for us is that we want to make it sound like it did.
Yeah.
You know.
To recreate it.
Yeah, we don't want to sort of make it lightweight. We give it some welly, you know. As we do with, we obviously do some glitter band tracks as well. We've got original drummer Pete Phipps. And he's an amazing drummer. He's played with the Eurythmics as well. I mean, he's played with so many different people himself. Session work like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
And he even did some gigs with the Sweet back in the 90s.
Right.
For our drummer at the time, who took over from Mick, broke his arm. And Pete stepped in and done like a small tour with us. So there's another connection with the Sweet there. And on guitar, we've got Phil Hendricks, who actually had his own sort of power pop band in the 80s called the Stiffs.
Yeah, I remember the Stiffs.
Yeah, they were a great rock band, you know, and they had pretty good chart success with an old glitter band song, funnily enough. I think, I can't remember which one it is, and he'll kill me for this. Whatever one it was. Do you know? No. Just asking. But he now plays with Les McEwen's Bay City Rollers, and he's a fantastic guitarist. He's not this heavy metal guitarist, but he's a good, solid guitarist that gets the right sounds and makes everything gel perfectly. He's got a great voice as well. Yeah. Because everybody's a lead singer in the band, you see. Yeah. So the harmonies are all there as well. So.
Well, let's play something from the original Jukebox heroes. If you were gonna pick a track from yourselves, what would you go for?
I shall ask my personal assistant. Fox on the Run.
It's there. It's on the T-shirt as well.
T-shirt, yeah.
Works well on radio. Fox on the Run. They are the original Jukebox heroes, and here it is. Thursday Night Rock Show, time on a 7.5, and they are the original Jukebox heroes. And then, of course, is Fox on the Run. I'm reading it off the T-shirt as we speak. And don't forget, you can catch them tomorrow night. They'll be down at the Brookside Theatre, just down the road from us here in Eastern Road in Romford. You can go online, www.brooksidetheatre.com, or you can call 01708 755 775 to book your place to be there for a fantastic Friday night out. Don't miss it. And it's tomorrow night. Question I ask most of the guests that come in, and I think this is a tough one. The pressure's on.
I don't have much money, you know that, do you?
The pressure's on. What do you think makes the perfect rock song? What does it need?
It needs a good riff. It needs a good melody.
Yeah.
And it needs to be played with conviction.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can say, really.
Is there a song that springs to mind when you kind of put all them little elements together? Tough question, and I ask everybody that comes in.
Again, I mean, I could go back to all my favourites, like, again, Deep Purple. I mean, get out of the music. In the different genres, you could say bands like the Eagles with Hotel California. That's, again, a perfect song.
Yeah.
In the rock world, I still think the song Burn by Deep Purple with David Coverdale and Glenn Hughes, that's another great song with a great riff, a great melody, and there's everything in that particular song. But it's just difficult. I mean, the masters, I would say, of the modern rock song that's going to hit the charts and everybody's going to walk away singing, as bands like Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Any sort of Bon Jovi songs spring to mind? Or?
Again, you've got so many.
So many of them.
You Give Love a Bad Name is a great one. I actually chose to do that one at a solo show that I do as well.
Right.
I do a solo show, and that's one of the songs I sing there.
All right.
Because that's a great song. Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, no, another favourite of mine. Yeah.
Overplayed a bit by the Glee Club, but
just a tad.
Just a tad, but and it sort of kind of put it off a bit. But I'll do that song as well, and that again, that's another song that's just it's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there. That guy's voice is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, let's play both of them, because you're our special guest today. We'll give them a spin. Journey and, was it Don't Stop Believing?
Don't Stop Believing.
And Bon Jovi, they're on the way.
Every day.
All-time favorite.
More and more local people are making the switch to Time 107.5.
Moving home or office is a daunting task. Let Pod Removals make it easy with their tailored, professional, reliable service, ensuring everything goes according to your plan, including national and international moves. When it's time to move, simply use the 3 Gs. Get in touch, get a quote, and get moving. Call 01708 74 1121 or visit podremovals.co.uk.
Like to move it, like to move it. Buy it, sell it, trade it, pour it, you could do it all. The Cash Concepts.
Cash Concepts are the pawn stars of Romford and Dagenham. Your one-stop shop for buying, selling, trading and pawning unwanted goods, gadgets and gold jewellery, where you could raise instant cash today. Offering one of the biggest selections of quality pre-owned goods in Essex, opposite the Black Taxi Rank, bottom of Romford Market and 748 Green Lane, Dagenham.
Buy it, sell it, trade it, pour it, you could do it all. The Cash Concepts.
Tired of waiting on hold to speak to your insurance company? Fed up of going from site to site comparing quotes? When you need advice or a quote on a motor, home or business cover, LG Insurance can help. For 25 years, their friendly, experienced staff have been arranging excellent cover at competitive premiums. No premium rate numbers, no holding, no automated systems, just good advice from real people. Visit their office on the Seedbed Centre in Romford or call today on 01708 756 000. LG Insurance, providing peace of mind since 1989.
Like to move it, like to move it, like to move it.
Moving home or office is a daunting task. Let Pod Removals make it easy with their tailored, professional, reliable service, ensuring everything goes according to your plan, including national and international moves. When it's time to move, simply use the 3 Gs. Get in touch, get a quote, and get moving. Call 01708 74 1121 or visit podremovals.co.uk.
Like to move it, like to move it.
Transform your drive home with the Interactive Drive and transform your home with Chigwell bifold doors and windows. I'm John Leach. Open my door at 4 p.m. Monday to Friday.
I've been driving in my car.
For your music, your travel news, every 20 minutes. The sound of Motown, plus my record of the week and your retro album. Tune into the show and pop along to Chigwell Bifold Doors on the Hainault Industrial Estate. Or go online at chigwellbifolddoors.co.uk. The Interactive Drive on Time 107.5.
I'm on the road again.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. I sing her in a smoky room. I smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people, living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people, living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Time 107.5.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
107.5, Thursday Night Rock Show with Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name, and my special guest tonight, Jeff Brown from the original Jukebox Heroes, who are going to be playing tomorrow night at the Brookside Theatre, just down the road from us here in Easton Road in Romford. You've got various different hats on, because you've got, obviously, the Jukebox Heroes stuff going on. You've got, you do stuff with the Tremeloes as well, I gather.
Yeah, I'm still playing with the Tremeloes. I've been doing that for about 10 years now. I'm off tomorrow with them for the weekend. And in fact, I've been at the doctor's this afternoon as well, because I've got to go and have some vaccination jabs, or whatever you call them, because we're off to Manila, Singapore, Bangkok in May, so we've got to get some jabs done quickly. And they've got a bit of work on, and that's all.
Is it a kind of era that you enjoy working with best, or is it, chalk and cheese, or...?
As we said earlier off, it's great songs. They're great songs, and the guys are great, and I'm a great believer, if I enjoy playing it, then I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
It's a totally different aspect of music for me. It's not my genre, if you like. I'm a little bit younger than some of the audience would be.
Yeah.
But having said that, it's still good fun.
Yeah.
And as long as it's fun, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
It is. If you take it too serious, there are lots of people I know take stuff very, very serious and think it's all about this or that, and it's just about, really, at our age, if we can still get out there and play and have fun
and have a good time,
then that's a bonus.
Yeah. And solo stuff, you've got in the process of working on a new solo album as well.
Yeah, in fact, it's finished now. It's all mixed and remastered. It was mixed and mastered about a year or so ago, but it wasn't really good enough. To be honest, I tried to do it myself, and I'm no producer.
Yeah.
But it's been remixed and remastered, and now I've just signed a record deal with a company in Belgium, a company called Mausoleum Records, which specialise in classic rock and metal music.
Yeah.
And I had a meeting 2 nights ago with the record manager, and we hope to have it out by May and June this year.
What's it called?
It's called 23 Years.
Yeah.
And it's just under the title Jeff Brown, but the album's called 23 Years.
Superb stuff. Brilliant. Now, I'm pushing for a reason of why it's called 23 years, but...
Well, there's various things. There's some occasions which, let's say, a friendship's breaking down and things like that. It just happened to be after 23 years. Plus this, the 23-year enigma, number 23 enigma thing.
Yeah.
It just so happens that my birthday, when you add it up, it all adds up to 23.
Wow.
Yeah. I won't go into it.
Don't go into it. So there we are. Jeff, best of luck with the solo album.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck with the gig tomorrow night, of course, down at the Brookside Theatre. They'll be the original Jukebox Heroes who are on tomorrow night. Give me a great night.
Yeah, it will be a great night. So everyone come down. There's a few tickets left, I believe. So get down there early and pick up your tickets.
And come and see us when the new album's out too.
I will do, definitely.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. You choose the final song. What do you want to hear to play us out this hour?
Oh, you keep putting me on the spot.
I know.
Okay. Well, I love the rock blues, and I love Paul Rodgers. So how about a bit of Bad Company? And the actual track, Bad Company.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Wow.
Jeff Brown, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Destiny is a ride.
Bad Company, and a little bit of Bad Company. Thank you to Jeff Brown. It's 3 minutes away from 11. Got live at 11 with Jack Bruce on the way for you very soon. Thanks to John as well, John the Lamplighter, who wanted to hear Love Is Like Oxygen from The Sweet. We'll get it on for you as a request. Right about 11:30, John. Thanks also to Joe Davis. Hi, Joe. Thanks for the tweet earlier on. Said, well, I know you enjoyed the Deep Purple track that Jeff chose. Great track it was too. Highway Star, of course. And lucky Romford getting the original Jukebox Heroes so soon. We have to wait for Croydon, says Taffy Morgans on Twitter. Yeah, of course, they'll be here in Romford, the original Jukebox Heroes, tomorrow night at the Brookside Theatre, just down the road from us, of course. If you want to get book your place to be there, the box office number 01708 755 775, or you can book online, of course, www.brooksidetheatre.com. Coming next, live at 11, Jack Bruce on the Thursday Night Rock Show.
Time 107.5.